I know that we now can go to Val Royeaux. I'm not sure that we will. I know it says 4 to 7. I'd probably like to at least get to 6 maybe before we actually head there, just because I don't know what to expect. The lie detector test determined that that was a lie, because we're gonna do that today. But hey, YouTube basics, welcome back to the channel and to my first playthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition. If you are new here and tuning in for the first time, hello, I'm Basicwitgirl and this is episode 4. Last episode, we started off by going around and getting back into that Mass Effect run around, talk to your companions, debrief, and then go out for the day and figure out what the world has in store for us. And we're gonna do that again today before heading to Val Royeaux. If you've not done so already, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button, turn on those bell notifications so that you get alerted when new episodes of the playthrough go live. And if you want those just a little bit earlier than everybody else, you can consider becoming a channel member and scoring that perk. But in the meantime, I think we should just jump into it. I will say, I did run around really quickly just to see if there's anything that I could upgrade. I did grab some of these little potions right here. That's truly all you missed. And selling junk. I did go sell some junk, but let's head to the war table so that I can bug Colin about how he knows the hero, who I guess is just missing. Let's go in here and start with Josephine. I don't know if you have anything else to say.
Secret says it will cost at least 10.
Fine.
Not sure why you would want to pay out of your own pocket for books, Enchanter.
I'm not an enchanter, and too many books get lost. Knowledge gets lost forever. Hello?
Oh.
Can I help you with something?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Why did you decide to research dangerous creatures?
I like the outdoors. The idea of the outdoors, anyway. When some monster is coming at you, glowing eyes and burning claws, it's
I think we had this
terrifying.
conversation.
But once you know how it works, you can deal with it. It's just another part of the world. So much of this world is only frightening because we don't understand it.
So, I see that you're a mage. I, too, am a mage. I recognize this fit.
You said you were a mage.
No, just an apprentice. Circle mages must prove themselves in a ritual called the harrowing.
Oh, I'm
I was
aware of
never
the
very
harrowing.
good at magic. I've got just enough talent to be a danger to other people. But when the mages rebelled, people like me had nowhere to go. The Templars would have killed us. Luckily, Secret Pentagast took me in, along with the Tranquil I was protecting.
Oh. You joined the rebels? You protected the Tranquil.
You said that you were keeping some of the Tranquil safe.
Yes. The mages took some of them when my circle rebelled, but the rest were forgotten. Most circle mages look down on the Tranquil, or try to pretend they don't exist. They don't have any emotions. They can barely take care of themselves, can't defend themselves at all. It's a shame. I like them better than most people.
Oh, they're lucky
I'm
to
glad
have
they
you.
have someone who cares about them.
Yeah.
They deserve better. They're polite, they're rational, and they'll never get angry at you. When they study, they have a focus no normal person could ever match. But the Templars, even some of the mages, mistreated them just because they could. The Tranquil never fought back. If not for that, I don't know. Doesn't really matter now.
Ugh. Poor Tranquil. The concept of like the Tranquil, and the more that we really experience and hear about it, it's just so sad.
I'm surprised that even an apprentice mage wouldn't join the rebellion.
I don't like using magic to fight. I'm not good at it either. I like studying. I like performing rituals that helped us unlock the secrets of the Veil. I liked having the Templars around to keep us safe.
But now they've gone mad? The Templars?
A pity the Templars now want to see us all dead or made tranquil.
The problem is not that there are angry people on both sides. The problem is other people listening to their anger. I was born into a Dalish clan. I lived there until my magic manifested. The Dalish cannot risk having too many mages in one clan. And I was one more than they could bear. They gave me a pack and sent me into the woods to find my own life. I was 7 years old.
That's terrible. Ugh.
I'm so sorry.
I stumbled into a village, starving and cold a few weeks later. I started using magic to scare predators away. The villagers saw me make fire in my fist. They were terrified and wanted to kill me.
You were 7.
Templars saved me from them. They gave me food and clothes and took me to the Circle. I've seen what life is like without the Templars, and I want no part of it. I just want to study.
Well, if you need any money for books, can you just add it to my tab?
I'll speak with you later.
I find a lot of money on bodies and whatnot in the wilderness, so
Please tell me if you find something.
I will. Just add it to my tab. Any books you want. Any books. Josephine, do you have anything to say?
Greetings.
Anything to report?
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
War assets. Okay, great.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
Sir Griffith of Denerim, a most distinguished knight of the realm. He's defeated darkspawn, slain demons, chased down abominations. Just don't ask him about it over dinner. He spares no details.
So we'll lose our appetite. Okay.
Greetings.
Okay.
How do you and Liliana know each other?
We moved through similar circles in Orlais. I believe we actually met in Val Royeaux. Liliana was quite an accomplished player of the game by then.
The game? The game? Okay. By the game, you probably mean like being a spy and whatnot, and not like the early 2000s, like, oh, you just lost the game. Which I'm so sorry to all of you who know what I'm talking about, who also just lost the game. Got him. Okay, tell me about this game.
What exactly do you mean when you say the game?
Forgive me. The game refers to the slow duels of influence among the noble and powerful of Orlais. It's a rather light-hearted name for the matter, but Orlesians are fond of playful touches.
Okay, tell me about yourself. Oh, or not. Oh. She said, no thanks. What does your family do?
What business are the Montiliers in exactly?
I guess, tell me about your family.
We began as merchants. My ancestors founded the first trade routes to Rivain. We once sent entire fleets across the Waking Sea.
Once?
But not anymore.
No. These days, our vessels are a touch more modest.
Tell me about your work.
What did you do before coming here?
I had the great honor of serving Antiva's crown as ambassador to Orlais. I'm also first in line to become the head of House Montilier, though my siblings attend to our mercantile affairs.
How strong are your past loyalties?
I would never have given up my position if I did not intend to fully commit to the Inquisition. We cannot fall back on borders. Antiva is as threatened as any country by the rebellions. If anything, the alliances I forged there may help our current cause.
Great. Well, we have we have other causes.
Do you think the Inquisition will continue after we seal the breach?
If we prove ourselves by healing the breach, people may turn to us for other things. Protection, counsel, justice. The Inquisition offered these once to those in need.
All right, now the question of the hour. Do you believe I'm holy?
Tell me, do you believe sacred ashes?
I should much like to believe so, Your Worship. The miracles Andraste performed were so long ago, they're difficult to picture. If it were truly her and the Fate who saved you, well, in any case, many already believe you walk in the Maker's light.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you there, Josephine, with a little game trying to minimize itself. That was weird. I don't know. Sorry. Okay, well, goodbye.
Let's speak later.
We will
Another time.
chat later. We will chat later. It's Mother Giselle.
As there is but one God,
That's
one life,
the
one
War
death.
Council.
There is but one God.
I think we've already spoken
and
on
he is
it.
our maker.
I do. Let's talk about the
Growing up
Chantry.
Dalish, I heard little about your Chantry. Can you tell me about it?
Of course. Too many think that the chant of light should only be sung by humans. The truth is that knowledge of the Maker and Andraste should be open to all who wish to learn of him. We believe the Maker created us, and that mankind's sinful nature caused him to turn away. With Andraste's blessing, the Maker will forgive mankind once the chant of light is sung from all corners of this world.
Okay. How do you view why only human women? I'm not the exalted. These are all really good questions, Basink.
What is your stance on magic?
Andraste put it simply. Magic must serve man, not rule over him. However, those words must be put into the proper historical context. Andraste led a rebellion against the Tevinter Imperium, whose magisters controlled most of the world at the time. Even then, she never called for all mages to be put to death. She believed in peaceful coexistence.
I don't recall the Chantry being as tolerant of magic as you describe.
No, Dragon
No.
Age 2.
The Chantry is an imperfect vessel, pulled in every direction by those who would steer its course. Yet the Templars rebelled precisely because divine Justinia was not restrictive enough. Perhaps the Inquisition will find a better way.
Perhaps. Okay.
Why does the Chantry allow only human women to become priestesses?
The official doctrine is that elves and dwarves have turned further from the Maker than humanity. And as for men, the chant holds that they are more vulnerable to anger or passion. But in truth, it is simply political, added after Andraste's death, like too many of our beliefs.
If you don't believe these restrictions are what Andraste wanted, why haven't you tried to change them?
Has the current state of the world not taught you the folly of fighting too many battles at once? I chose to use what power I had to help peasants forgotten by the nobles of Orlais. I believed there would be time to address their inequality under the Chantry once we had saved them from starving.
I mean, not a bad cause. We do like helping the poor. We do.
There were calls for an exalted march to put down the Mage Rebellion. What was your opinion?
It was ignorant gossip. An exalted march only succeeds when it carries the will of the people. Even then, it cannot be undertaken lightly. People are too easily frightened. We cannot destroy everything they fear. An exalted march is justified only against a true threat to this whole world. It is an offense to the Maker to use it as a political bludgeon, or as a means of spreading the chant of light.
A pity voices like yours were not louder when an exalted march crushed my people.
That is a hotly debated matter in some circles of the Chantry.
She
Your people
is
had conquered
spicy.
Montsemerd and threatened Val Royeaux itself. They were not helpless victims. But even then, Orlais was the only nation to provide troops. It was hardly an exalted march of all the faithful. The Maker wishes his world to spread by example, not by war. We win no converts with blood.
Damn. All right. Goodbye.
Farewell.
Maker go with you.
Farewell. We didn't even get a like, I'll speak with you later with the old mother. Just, Giselle there. She was like, farewell. Farewell. All right. How'd you know the hero? I know you won't tell me yet.
You dislike
I know
the
you
Templar
won't tell
system?
me yet.
No, I know their purpose, but you remember I once ministered in a circle chantry.
Yes, I assumed you were used to having Templars around, keeping us safe from the mages.
The mages in the circle follow the chant of light as faithfully as the Templars, sister. More faithfully than some Templars, even.
Oh, they are super
Some of
in
the
sync.
things those Templars did when they thought I did not see.
What if you had to have conversations like this, right? Synchronized
Yes.
swimming, but for conversations. All right. Any updates?
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
Okay. Well, tell me about yourself.
Let's talk about you.
Me?
Yeah. Investigate. Got any story? I know you do.
What did you do before you worked for the Divine?
I was a bard, an Orlesian spy for many years. For a time, I also served a small cloister in Lothering. After the Blight, the Divine called on me to oversee her personal network.
I'd like to be a bard. Honestly, I want to be a spy. I want to be a cool, fancy spy.
Can you teach me to be a bard?
Being a bard is so much more than being a spy. It involves a keen understanding of politics, the ebb and flow of influence, the great game. The bard's is an intricate dance where a smile can be sharper than any dagger. The best way to learn is to immerse yourself in it. Perhaps when this is all over, I'll teach you.
I would love that. I would love that. We don't know yet what the happily ever after for Basicwitgirl is. You know, Hero of Ferelden was all about cabin in the woods, cottage in the woods, making bread. We had Hawkseek, who I guess became like frickin' Viscount. She personality hired her way into promotion after promotion after promotion until she ended up in charge, which we love for her, but doesn't really leave a lot of time for sourdough starters or learning new hobbies like becoming a bard. We'll see what we feel the vibe is for Basicwitgirl. I'm anxious to get to know her. Got any
Bards tell
stories?
tales. I bet you tell some good ones.
There are plenty of tales in the library. Perhaps you should look for them there.
You know, that's funny because you were all about telling stories
I should leave you to your work.
and
We
origins.
can always talk later.
We can always talk later. You were always telling
I'm
stories.
listening.
We had more things to talk about. Justinia's left
They
hand.
called you the left hand of the Divine.
That they did? What of it?
Well, what does it mean? Lay? Why start an Inquisition? Why don't you join my party? What is the left hand?
What exactly does the left hand of the Divine do?
A divine always
Enforcer.
has enemies. And Justinia had more than most. I protected her. I watched, had an ear to every door. I identified threats, and I dealt with them.
Sounds like a
So
spy
you were her
master.
spy master too.
I handled difficult situations that couldn't be resolved through more delicate means.
Man, what a fun updating character for you, Leliana. Why start an Inquisition? Why don't you join my party? Tell me more about Justinia.
I'd like to hear about Justinia. What was she like?
A friend. A mentor. Like me, she had secrets, made mistakes. It made her human. I think her followers responded to that.
Okay. Were you more than friends?
Was there something more than friendship between you?
You're asking if we were lovers? Typical. I was devoted to her, therefore it must be romantic.
I was just
Love
asking.
is common. Love is simple. My bond with Justinia was something greater. She was a sister, a mother, a teacher. So to answer your question, yes,
That
it
was
was
my.
more than
That's
friendship.
all my question was. That was all my question was. You're the one who assumed I meant romantic. Jeez, Leliana. Jeez, how did you meet?
How did
I
you and
guess?
Justinia meet?
I met her a long time ago, before she became divine. Before she was Justinia. When I met her, she was Mother Dorothea. I was at my lowest. Broken, lost. And she saved me. No, wait. She hates it when I say that. I saved myself. She just showed me it was possible.
All right, well,
We'll talk
chat
more later.
Let's chat later. Let's also, though, let's make sure that my go to the room. Travel. Clear threats at the crowd. Keep everybody getting excited. We're good. That's what we're doing next. That's what we are doing next. Sorry to that Druffalo. Druffy the Druffalo, who is like power level 12. And that big ass rift. that rift that is so strong that I'm never, ever going to be able to beat it. I guess that's what they mean when they're like, oh, the hinterlands is, you're going to be coming back. Like we cannot just clear out one area and then go to the next. We're going to be revisiting a lot of maps a lot of the time. Hello, Solas.
Greetings.
Investigate. Tell me about Tell me about yourself.
I'd like to know more
Elves?
about you, Solus.
Why?
I'm an elf too. I must know I can trust you. Honestly, can we trust him? It is clearly chilly. There is standing snow and he has no toque, no gloves, and his toes are out. I'm just now seeing this man's not wearing shoes either. There's a lot of suspicious activity here. So, Les, why are your dogs out? How do you not have frostbite on you piggies? Do I need a reason? I'm just asking about you.
Privacy? Caution? Concern about the direction of this Inquisition once our work is done?
Then don't tell me. I wasn't asking as part of the Inquisition.
I'm sorry. With so much fear in the air. What would you know of me?
Well, now I don't want to know, honestly. Honestly, the fact that you enjoy the Fade is another red flag. Why are you studying the Fade?
What made you start studying the Fade?
I
Willingly.
grew up in a village to the north. There was little to interest a young man, especially one gifted with magic. But as I slept, spirits of the Fade showed me glimpses of wonders I had never imagined. I treasured my dreams. Being awake out of the Fade became troublesome.
Okay, fair enough. I also love to sleep and love to dream. Fair enough. Fair enough. But this sounds dangerous. You have to know that you do have to wake up sometimes. Continue existing in real life, all right? I feel like you, Solas, you need to watch the movie Inception. Because that will show to you the dangers of too much dreaming. You will forget what is real and what is fake. You won't be able to tell real threats from fake threats. And bad things can happen. That sounds dangerous.
Did spirits try to tempt you?
No more than a brightly colored fruit is deliberately tempting you to eat it. I learned how to defend myself from more aggressive spirits and how to interact safely with the rest. I learned how to control my dreams with full consciousness. There was so much I wanted to explore.
You know, I also watched a 3-minute Instagram reel on how to try to lucid dream because I was like, you know what? That would be so cool. I wish I had complete control over what I was dreaming, but alas, it did not work. Could you actually teach me how to do that? I take it back. I know I've been very flippity floppity in this conversation, but if you can teach me how to lucid dream, that'd be pretty sick. Clearly, you woke up.
I gather you didn't spend your entire life dreaming.
No. Eventually, I was unable to find new areas in the Fade.
Why?
2 reasons. First, the Fade reflects the world around it. Unless I traveled, I would never find anything new. Second, the Fade reflects and is limited by our imaginations. To find interesting areas, one must be interesting.
Weird, but good for you.
Well, it's not the worst reason I've heard to go out and enjoy life.
I'm glad to
Sully
hear it.
disapproves.
In truth, I have enjoyed experiencing more of life to find more of the Fade.
How so?
You train your will to control magic and withstand possession. Your indomitable focus is an enjoyable side benefit. You have chosen a path whose steps you do not dislike because it leads to a destination you enjoy. As have I.
That is some purple hawk looking dialogue. You like my side benefits? No. Hawksink does not trust men who walk around barefoot in the snow willingly. Do you work with anyone?
Have you always traveled and studied alone?
Not at all. I have built many lasting friendships. Spirits of wisdom, possessed of ancient knowledge, happy to share what they had seen. Spirits of purpose helped me search. Even wisps, curious and playful, would point out treasures I might have missed.
Imaginary friends. Okay. Whatever you say. That's amazing. Spirits are not friends.
When I asked if you were with anyone, I meant to other people.
People, as opposed to spirits. We are flesh and blood,
Oh,
so we are
God.
real. Is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her faith? Varric by his chest hair and not his wit?
I mean, you said it, not me. I enjoy getting to know you. Again, dude, stop it. I'm not arguing this.
I'm certain you have some rhetorical trick ready to counter anything I say.
It's likely. I've had a lot of time to discuss the question with people. Or spirits, if you prefer.
Speedrun any percent, make this man my enemy, I guess. 2 elf mages. We should be coming together in these trying times. Double persecuted for being mages and elves, but instead we're gonna spend the whole time fighting each other, aren't we? Well, thanks for helping me figure out my magical hand. All the cool things I can do with it, but you and your indomitable will are probably gonna get benched as soon as I get somebody else. Okay, let's see, where have you studied?
You said you traveled to many different places.
This world, or its memory, is reflected in the Fade. Dream in ancient ruins, and you may see a city lost to history. Some of my fondest memories were found in crumbling cities, long picked dry by treasure seekers, the best of the battlefields. Spirits press so tightly on the veil that you can slip across with but a thought.
Any place in particular?
I dreamt
We're
of
making it right back up.
I witnessed the brutality of the Darkspawn and the valor of the Ferelden warriors. I saw Alistair and the hero Ferelden light the signal fire, and Logain's infamous betrayal of Kaelin's forces.
That was us. Okay. Alistair and the hero for Elden. That was us. Our first date. You should go talk about Logain's infamous betrayal to Othrin just across the raid. Tell her exactly what you've seen. Tell me what happened.
I've heard the stories. It would be interesting to hear what it was really like.
That's just it. In the Fade, I see reflections created by spirits who react to the emotions of the warriors. One moment, I see heroic wardens lighting the fire and a power-mad villain sneering as he lets King Kaelin fall.
Go tell Thrin!
I see an army overwhelmed and a veteran commander refusing to let more soldiers die in a lost cause.
And you can't tell which is real.
It is the Fade. They are all real.
All right, well, find some shoes. See you
We'll talk
later.
later.
Goodbye.
We have an important meeting. So, lass, we have an important meeting soon. Val Royeaux. I don't know, you've probably heard of it. It's gonna be one of those things where I intentionally wear a nice outfit. And so please at least put on shoes. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking like you have to go out and semi-formal or, you know, business casual attire.
We just need to be careful.
I'm not asking any of that. I'm just saying that maybe
Forgive us. We have the
we don't go toes for everyone to see.
Filled with silence. I
Hello,
knew then,
Varric.
and
Need
crossed
something?
my heart with shame.
I have questions about Hulk. I'm a personal question. Red lyrium? Oh boy. Tell me about drugs.
The red lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered red lyrium during an expedition in the Deep Roads. We located an ancient thaig, so old it barely looked dwarven. There was this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
Well, what is it exactly? Why was it in the temple? What can it do?
So what is it? Just another kind of lyrium?
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weirdness all its own. I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
That's bad. What can it do?
What makes it special?
Regular lyrium can mess you up pretty badly, but you have to ingest it for that to happen. Red lyrium messes with your mind when you're just near the stuff. You hear singing, get violent, paranoid, and then it does creepy shit. Makes things float.
I threw a pot at my head.
Holy shit! It also turned Kirkwall's Knight Commander to lyrium. Everyone's been kept at least 100 paces from it since.
Yeah. Why was it in a temple?
How did the red lyrium get in the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I don't know.
That's...
So as far as I knew, the only piece to make it to the surface was destroyed. And the location of the tide it came from is a secret. Did someone find more of it in the deep roads? That's not a cheery thought.
Okay. Well,
I think that's enough on red lyrium.
that's enough on drugs.
Not really my favorite subject.
Oh! Find red lyrium now. That's a new one.
Need
You
something?
got another one? Personal question?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered.
We already
Also
did this.
inclined toward extravagant lies.
That's all for now. Okay, great.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Thanks, Varric. Varric Vicarian. All right. Is it time? I think it's time. 30 minutes
Make her watch
in.
over you.
Thank you, you too.
I will keep the peace while you and the others appeal to the Chantry and Val Royeaux.
Better ready yourself for the blame you will be rightly assigned.
All right, Cullen. I'll see you later. Okay.
The apothecary would like to know why you need so much death root. Oh, I'll just tell him that, Enchanter.
To do my job. All right, well, let's summon the council. All right, Ferelden. Report ready. Oh, Hard in Hightown 3. Dear Leliana, your author friend is truly a mystery. Our search uncovered only a string of foreign accounts. The trail of coin led from Antiva to Deventer to the Free Marches and Orlais. Someone hid their tracks well, but not well enough. Your writer is in Kirkwall. I remember you owe me a favor. I mean, we kind of knew they were in Kirkwall. Well, actually, I guess we did not because we found all of the stuff was that was during that DLC. Okay, let's see. Gather coin. That takes an hour. 48 minutes to send Josephine. An hour to send Cullen. Okay, well, Josephine.
At your
it is.
service.
Great. Back. Now we go to Orlais.
Having the Herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion.
And we should ignore the danger to the Herald.
Let's ask her.
Look at your cute new hairdo. It's a terrible plan. I'm not worried. This may not actually help. I'm not really a public speaker. I actually frequently get sweaty having to do any sort of public speaking. This is a terrible plan.
You want me to walk into a pit of vipers and you ask me that?
Okay, that's not
They're
how I
not
wanted that to
vipers
go.
just because they like to hiss.
I will go with her.
Okay.
Mother Giselle
Girls
said
trip.
she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
Okay. Confirm operation. Okay. Confirm. Recommended power 4. I'm there. Many misconceptions. I was set up for failure from the get-go. Alrighty. Do we all put on nice
The
clothes?
city still mourns.
Do we all put on nice clothes?
just a guest seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Did you put on shoes,
of
Varric?
observation
Or you
never
toast still
fail
up?
to impress me, Varric.
My Lady Herald.
You're one of Leliane's people. What have you found?
The Chantry mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
Oh,
There
that's
are
bad.
Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to do
Toast
then.
still out, dude! I asked you to do one thing. Only one thing to do then. Buy Sola some shoes.
They wish to protect the people from us?
I expected this. Protect them from me.
Protect them from the blasphemous Herald of Andraste, I'd say.
Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
Okay. Read. Beneath scratched by Vandal and his head suddenly weighs too much. Inscribed upon the plaque, Our Lady and the actors of her rise and fall, her message and visage are worth repeating. Okay. Oh, do we all have everything? Scratched by Vandal at meeting a low door frame. Okay, this is pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Who's that Vandal? I want to toss them a coin for their work. An unrelated headache. Oh, this one's long. A local legend, the child empress Amy abused the opportunity of religious repose to relieve herself beneath the gaze of Our Lady. Oh, relieve herself, yeah. Unable to discipline the toddling leader, her attendings instead chastised the statue and had them turned in supposed embarrassment. Whose youth dare each other to soil the spot in similar fashion, and a place of otherwise reverent thought always carries a faint odor. Okay, so like all of these dudes with the comments on their heads all have a thing. Those silly youths. Ah, about his unfortunate hair. Ah. So pretty here. First Lion of Orlais. Lion of Orlais, repeating element dedicated to the great defenders of the... Oh, okay. It's rumored that one is gold, one is bronze, made with poison. One is chocolate, and one is watching. As the saying goes, dare we all thief to test his back and learn which is the most dangerous to try, deny, or lay. They're all lead and leaf. Don't pretend to ride them too long, lest the mind give way. This display reserved for discourse political. Wow, reading has gotten us points. Now I'm not even bare minimum going into this. Heck yeah. Vendors from loftable groceries will be closed in the hour beforehand. Okay. Oh, look at that. Did you guys all level up or just me? Looks like just me. Nice.
The Templars will help us as they always have.
Notable citizen. Hello.
The Inquisition. We don't require that sort of thing in Val Royeaux.
This display reserved for presentations of affection, as though private, and also discounted spirits presented by company misdirected theater. Oh, cutscene.
Good people of Val Royeaux, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet. The Maker would send no elf in our hour of need.
Stop this now. Ooh, Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe if you guys had spent more time being nice to elves and dwarves, you'd maybe know that maybe I was sent here for your hour of need. Let us talk peacefully. I never claimed to be. Stop this now. We have a real enemy. You're wrong. I am the herald. I don't know about that. Let us talk peacefully.
We came here in peace simply to talk, and this is what you do. I implore you, let us sit down together to deal with the real threat.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late.
The
Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition, and the people will be safe once more.
Oh, boy. Oh! I'll add you to the starting lineup. Who are you?
She is beneath us.
Oh, never mind. Who are you? Am I supposed to be impressed? Not here for us, then. Saved me the trouble. How dare you? Am I supposed to be impressed?
Was that display supposed to impress me?
On the contrary, it wasn't for you at all.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages.
Well, the mages.
You are the ones who have failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
Help us close the breach, Templars. Join us, Cullen did. Help us close the breach.
What we truly need is an alliance that will seal the breach.
Oh, the breach is indeed a threat. But you certainly have no power to do anything about it.
That's not true. Look at my glowing
But
hand.
Lord Seeker, what if she really was sent by the Maker?
Can I show you my hand?
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
Can I show them my special
I will make
hand?
the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition.
All right, fine. Good luck.
Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royeaux is unworthy of our protection. We march.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
Maybe someone give him some of that red lyrium. How well do you know him? So much for Templar help. We'll find another way.
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
Will he see reason? So much for Templar help.
It doesn't look like we'll be getting the Templars to help us after all.
I wouldn't write them off so quickly. There must be those in the Order who see what he's become. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
Okay. Wow. Return to the Haven's Chantry. That's it? I came all the way here and that was just to get put on public display of humiliation?
Old fools are lost without her. What are the Grand Clerics doing while the maid circles lie
Inquisition's
empty?
going to fix the hole in the sky?
Hi, I'm true. That's the plan.
We're going to give it a try, at least.
No one is doing anything. The Chantry's useless, and the Templars... Andraste... I never thought they'd abandon us. Listen, your camp will need food. I have contacts. We'll have deliveries there in days.
Thank you.
You want to help the Inquisition?
Never been part of something this big before, but if your Inquisition's going to seal the sky, I want to help.
What do you think, Cassandra?
I think the woman is asking you and not me.
Well, she is.
The Herald of Andraste. Yes, I understand. Haven is a mess, but we won't turn away anyone willing to help. Invite her, if it pleases you.
All right, go ahead and go.
Head to Haven, then. We need good
Agent?
people.
I don't know if I'm that, but it will be nice to see.
It's very cold there. Pack a jacket, snow boots. Pack a jacket and snow boots.
What's that? An arrow with a message?
What the heck? Where did that go? There? Mysterious arrow? Read. Emperor Florian. Oh god, that's who did this? That's a fun calling card. Who did this? Favors for friends. Bordered with doodles. That's cute. People say you're special. I want to help and can bring everyone. There's a baddie in Val Royeaux. I hear he wants to hurt you. Have a search for the red things in the market, the docks, around the cliff, and maybe you'll meet him first. Bring swords. Friends of Red Ginny. A poor drawing of the locations in the market is attached. Okay, well, I mean, we should do that. Let me just friend of Red Jenny. We're gonna do that. Great pick. Let's see. Yeah.
My maker, know my heart. Take from me a life of sorrow. Comfort is only yours to give. Oh, maker, where is the comfort? Look away. I have broken the chant because it comes from my heart. What have we when our divine is dead and the sky burns?
Ask the maker for strength. You broke the chant?
What do you mean you broke the chant?
Are you also ignorant of the maker's most basic rites? The chant of light is how we honor the maker. They are the only words that the faithful should hear from my lips. But I can't. Our divine is dead. Our Templars gone. The maker's silence is deafening. What hope have we?
We should all be questioning. The Inquisition will bring order. Ask the maker for strength.
Pray to the maker for strength, not forgiveness.
Have I not tried? Andraste, maker, show me your light. Take me back in faith. I cannot find it on my own.
Okay, well. Fast travel. I don't want to.
I believe that messenger.
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not? I have an invitation for you.
Oh my god. My salon held at the chateau of Duke Bastian. Yours, Vivian. Oh, first enchant. Oh, a salon. That's a fancy party, isn't it? United in hatred. Okay. Ooh. Okay, hold on. I want to do my level up. Barrier is probably what you realistically need to take as well. We will look at other things later. Ooh, does this mean anything? Docks? Pierre? So we had Vier, and now we have Pierre.
Well, this has all been a frustrating mess. Templars and Chantry and especially the mages, just everything. I apologize if you were refused service, but we are now open for business. Especially if you put my wares to use.
Did you just say especially the mages and then now you're trying to sell me something? Buy, sell? Keeper. Ooh. Level 8. Oh god, I am not that. Fadewalker stuff. Electricity. I mean, I should get that for myself. Did I buy 2? I think I accidentally bought 2. Hold on. Can I sell you 1 back? I only need 1. It's not used. You just accidentally rang it up twice. Elven cowl. Nah, 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 nah. Sturdy staff blade. Oh, those are upgrades. Which is something that I really do need to try to understand. Should I... take it? Question mark? We're gonna take it. Thank you. Gotta go. Let's equip our Fade Walker stuff. Yeah. Ooh, that's so cute with the fit. I like it a lot. City Guard, Noble Citizen.
I know what you are.
Say it out loud.
There is a war on, and the Templars just left?
All is well? Yes, thank you.
No! Ooh, thank you, friend, for helping good Lady Kara. Saw those who asked about Harold. Enter third passage, could not stay to see them exit. Ooh. Okay. Search by the docks. Search the upper right.
Has revealed to me, as there is but one world, one life, one death.
City Guard. I don't really care to talk to you guys too much. This is so pretty. I want to go on vacation here. This seems like a nice little vacay spot. What is this? Open? Sure. Buy a merchant. What do you have? Schematics. Oh, I mean, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And to go to the upper market and the docks. This seems not this way.
The Maker has revealed.
I guess we can't go to the upper market this way.
All creation, and for a time you dwelled among them.
The summer home of Messiah Globes. Seasonal home for the childhood pet of the twin sons of Empress Yvette. This is for a pet. Gift from a Riviani ambassador. Eventually released the sea after taking this leather. Okay. Try this way.
They left us. The Templars left us to the mages. Chantry liars.
I should talk to you, I guess. That was embarrassing.
This victory must please you greatly, Sika Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but
Must
yours.
have been some punch if she's still on the ground.
You had no part in forcing our hand. Do not delude yourself. Now we have been shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone. And my fellow clerics have scattered to the wind along with their convictions. Just tell me one thing. Are you the Maker's chosen, as so many claim?
Dude, I don't really know. I could be. Why do you care? No, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know.
To tell you the truth, I don't know.
That is more comforting than you might imagine. I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
You could still help us.
It's not too late. The Chantry could still help us and come out on top.
If only that were true.
What's to stop you from trying?
We are not looking for a winning horse. We are simply trying to do the right thing.
Right thing would be, I don't know, save the world from the rift that is currently spilling demons out into the world, but that might be just me. Difficult time for those who have lost. Concerns for proprietary and general dressing of the bazaar. Release is needed. We are suffering not just ongoing civil conflict pitting brother against sister, not just outright war, pitting Templar against mage, not just the laws of our most holy and the best of our leaders. We are suffering all three. As the sky is wounded for all to see, all we know of the world is threatened along... Okay. Our Legion Guard. Eh?
A pleasure.
Trimmers floating, tastes off, water birds die off. Oh, fish not fit.
With passioned breath does the darkness creep. It is the whisper in the night.
All right. Folded around a key with a small hasty scrawl. Key lifted from drunk swearing about Harold. Don't know what door. I'm out. My debt is paid. XP plus 50. All right, now one more place.
All men of the work.
If I hit this fast travel, some areas have multiple levels. Click the icons. Okay, to view them. Okay, so we are here. And if I want to fast travel like here, I can. Yes. Okay, sweet. Wow, that was fast. Oh my goodness, that was so fast. Did I come too high? Do I need to go down a little bit? Down one level? Yes. Favor for favor. Scrap of parchment is hastily torn from an ornate document stuffed into a hiding space with a large red sock. We are to obey well. We meet at 3 bells to discuss how best to serve the new way. Herald, go at time, praise addressed. Taken together, the message reveals a time path and a key to the location on the world map. Oh, whoa! And now I can figure out who this friend of a friend is. Well, like, now where is it? Oh, there's a question mark here. Can I go there? What is in here? Another buy sell. What do we got? Mystery box. So mysterious. That's all you have for sale? That's it? Is just one giant mystery box? But you have a name. Daraboam.
Is this a shop?
I maintain a premises wherein customers of a certain affluence entertain the purchase of my ware.
Where?
So yes, a shop.
Your where? Just one where? One single where?
No, I mean where. I have one item available for purchase. It is far too expensive for it merely to be sold. You may gaze upon it and dream of the wealth required to possess it, as have lords and kings. And then you may leave and purchase things from shops more aligned with your station.
I dream of purchasing expensive things all the time. Oh, but what is it? Goodbye.
I can't see it. Tell me what it is.
If you have to ask, you are not the one to buy it.
I need to know if I can use it.
And again, the point is missed. If mere use is your concern, you should go elsewhere. The person who claims this will not be known for using it. They will be known because they paid for it.
How do you stay? What's your business model?
With one item.
My shop is a destination. Luminaries of every description journey here to see what is denied to them. Some pay tribute, in the vain hope I will barter. They do not have the will to pay the price. They require a bargain to justify the spend, to ease their conscience. That would defeat the entirety of the purpose.
All right, well, goodbye.
Well, goodbye then.
Yes.
Yes. So pretty. So pretty. Okay, well, there's that merchant. Let's go back to the world map. Oh, secluded courtyard. Yes, yes, yes. Take me there. Yes, yes.
If I might have a moment of your time.
Sure. What do you need? Who are you?
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Oh!
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps you should look among your fellow mages.
You help us. Why speak to us now? In return for what? You weren't at the conclave?
Does that mean the mages will help us?
We are willing to discuss it with the Inquisition at least. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lady Herald.
Come, let us return to Haven.
No, we're not returning to Haven. Do not. Nope. We're going to the secret courtyard for the secret meeting. Right? We're going to the courtyard. Yeah, courtyard. All right. Fend off the guards. Oh boy.
It's the Inquisition.
Well, let me put up my barrier. Area of effect attacks. Yeah. Allow you to target groups of enemies. Use the mouse to position the AoE. Oh, to initiate the AoE, click. Is that just is my barrier technically an AoE?
Well, they know who I work for at least.
Yo, barrier kind of sick. Yeah. Just because I can. Because one more time. 9 gold. Let's go. Hey. Hello. Is this where I need the key? Hello? Whoa!
Of Andraste. How much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
What? I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
Just say what?
What is the...
Who are you?
Ugh. Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try for more than they deserve.
Blah, blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're... And you're an elf. Well, hope you're not too elfy. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
Some say... Who are you? Who are you?
Some
Too
believe I'm
elfy.
the Herald of Andraste. But who are you, and what's this about?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches.
I don't know who you are, but I adore you, and Oh, man. Oh, boy. Man. Goodbye, Solas. Goodbye, Solas. Your days in the party are numbered if she gets to join us.
Friends really came through with that tip. No breaches. So, Herald of Andraste. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
Absolutely. Yes. I'd like a real introduction. First, you have to make sense. Who are you?
Could we take a few moments for sense to reassert itself? Who are you people?
I'm not people, but I get what you want. It's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I use them to help you. Plus arrows.
I like you. You're like Robin Hood in this game. Perfect. You can provide soldiers. Can you provide noble allies? Are you offering spies?
The Inquisition has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with his little knife? All those secrets, and what gave him up? Some houseboy who don't know shite, but knows a bad person when he sees one. So no, I'm not knifey shiv dark, all hidden. If you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need people or not?
Yes.
I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
Perfect. Join for now. Sarah joins the Inquisition. Yes. Investigate. I mean... It sounds... back. Join.
All right, Sarah.
Come on, Sarah.
I can use you and your friends.
Yes, Sarah.
Yes. Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
This will be grand. I've recruited 2 people to Haven. Oh my God, Sarah, a rogue. And we got Varric and Cassandra and the Solas. Party selected. You and the you.
Have you heard from any of your Kirkwall associates, Varric?
You're asking me? So you don't read my letters?
You're no longer my prisoner, much as you like to act like it.
Yet I still get all the suspicion.
I am not without sympathy, especially given recent events.
Why, Seeker, I would never accuse you of having sympathy. By the way, I tend to refer to my associates as friends. Maybe you're not familiar with the concept.
Spicy. Spicy, spicy, spicy. Loot. Take all. Prayer stones. Nugskin. Nugskin. You know what? Let's do some leveling up. Let's do that. Sarah, you rogue. You are this kind of a rogue, though. You are not that kind of a rogue. You're this kind of a rogue. So we're going to have 2 archers again, but that's not the worst thing. Death from above. Long shot. That one. Leaping shot. You cannot yet unlock this ability. Why? Oh, because I probably haven't. I have to go that, then that. All right, that's fine. Stronger draws, you come back to your feet. Sure. Strafing shots. Yes. Apply. Great. Varric, you are also this kind of a... You can probably just do that too. Apply. And Cassie, you got 1 to spend. Sword and shield. Blocking with shield wall costs less stamina. Chevalier's step. Not slowed as much. Let's go that one. Great. 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 Let's do another... Just a little lap. Ooh, see, look at that loot. Money. Oh, 106 gold. Worth it. Certainly, that man must have had loot, right? Yeah, ring velvet. Tier 2, common cloth. Great. All right, seems like that was it. Red Jenny, welcome to the team. Sarah. Wasn't there another Imperial Enchanter? Oh, yeah. to her salon at the chateau of Duke Bastien. Okay. I guess we can go back to the Chantry. Man. I guess we're going back to the Chantry. Or not the Chantry. Back to Haven. Maybe now I can bug Colin. Travel. Yep. Here we go. Words I can't read fast enough. Show them to me. Elf fruit and embryum grow in open fields and wooded area. Near the trees. Near trees. Almost had it. Hey. Great work protecting everybody while I was away.
Was there something you needed?
Yeah. Anything I should know? How was everything?
Is there anything I should know?
The Lord Seeker's actions are a mystery, but the Templars will aid us. They cannot sit idle while the breach remains.
Okay. Investigate. Tell me more about Templar. Tell me more about yourself. Do you know the hero of Ferelden?
I should get to know you better. We are working together after all.
What would you like to know?
All right. Where are you from?
What is this? How to act Ferelden, my esteemed Lady Sidonia. Full responsibility for Lady Marchelette's odd behavior. Recently began the study of history. I thought I'm in the middle of a conversation with Cullen. Regrettably, your dear daughter has taken a particular interest in Ferelden folklore, for she developed an affinity for King Calenhad. Seemed to have devolved into borderline infatuation. She stared at me, eyes wide, when I told her how he unified the barbarians with his allegedly incomparable might and charisma. Every time I tried to move the lesson onto something more important, she insisted I tell her again about Calenhad, how the Ferelden say his hair was twice as yellow as the sun and his chin more chiseled than the tallest peak in the frostbacks. Twice now I've had to tear down drawings she stacked up in her bedroom of the man shirtless. Just let her have her pictures. Just let her have her photos. Then we moved on to the werewolves, which was even worse. As you may already know, the Fereldans venerate the folk heroes Dane and Hafter. Dane was said to have been a werewolf and Hafter be descended by one. No enlightened man or woman could ever view such beast people with anything but revulsion. But you know, Fereldans and their love of wildlife. These tales of the Wolfmen set the little mistress's imagination afire when she suggested we put on a play for you and her Lord Father. I could not say no. I'm afraid that's why Marchelette was running through the mansion wearing wet fur and frightening the chambermaids. She was rehearsing a scene for which Hafter derives back the Darkspawn. I've been informed that some priceless family heirlooms were destroyed amidst that confusion, and I cannot fully express my dismay. I understand if my abject failure as a tutor results in immediate dismissal. A letter from Brother Bernard to his former employer. I don't know why this popped up when I was talking with Cullen, but I'm sure glad that it did. You go, Marchelette. She's Team Jacob. Josephine is ready. That's great.
I grew up in Ferelden.
There we go.
I was transferred to Kirkwall shortly after the Blight. This is the first I've returned in almost 10 years.
That's it? There's gotta be more. Tell me about the Blight.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight. Did you fight Darkspawn?
No. I was stationed at Ferelden's Circle Tower. The Circle had troubles of its own. I remained there during the Blight.
Well, what happened at the Circle? Tell me about it.
Circle Tower.
Tell me about it.
You who survived the Blight have fond memories of that time. I would prefer not to speak of it.
Talking about it is actually so good for beginning to heal the trauma. Okay? It's like a wound. You can't just let it fester. You have to let it air out and clean it. Tell me about your time at the Circle. Tell me. You were away a long time.
You haven't seen Ferelden in 10 years. Are you glad to be back?
I was not sorry to leave at the time. I did not expect to return. Now, between the Divine's murder and the breach, I've arrived to find nothing but chaos.
Left, it was like a blight. Like, what a terrible time to revisit the old high school reunion. Terrible time to go home. Tell me about Kirkwall.
What was Kirkwall like?
While I was there, Canary occupied and then attacked the city. The Viscount's murder caused political unrest. Relations between mages and Templars fell apart. An apostate blew up the Chantry, and the Knight Commander went mad. Other than that, it was fine.
Tell me about Hawk. Tell me about Hawk. I heard she's pretty cool. Other than that, no big deal. Kirkwall was also a really terrible place. This man has known no peace his entire life.
Mages cannot be treated like people. They are not like you and me.
He says you and me. I am a mage.
They are weapons. They have the power to light a city on fire in a fit of pique.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Gosh, I can't wait to ruin your life at some point in the future. He has had not a moment of peace. And it's all somewhat, I don't want to say because of my various possees. But she was there the entire time. I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not. Tell me about the rebellion.
What happened between Kirkwall's mages and Templars?
You were at the Conclave. You must have heard people speak of it.
Yes, but you were there.
There was tension between mages and Templars long before I arrived. Eventually, it reached a breaking point. There was fighting in the streets. Abominations began killing both sides. It was a nightmare.
How did it end? Tell me how it ended.
What happened then?
The Templars should have restored order, but Red Lyrium had driven Knight Commander Meredith mad. She threatened to kill Kirkwall's champion, turned on her own men. I'm not sure how far she would have gone. Too far.
So you opposed her?
I stood with the champion against her, in the end. I should have seen through Meredith sooner.
That is such great self-reflection. Varric is from Kirkwall. Stood with the champion against her in the end. You know what? You did it when you needed to. It would have been better if you had done it sooner, but you didn't. You got there eventually.
Varric's from Kirkwall. Did you two know each other?
I knew he was friends with the champion of Kirkwall, but little else. We've spoken more since I joined the Inquisition, largely at Varric's insistence. Apparently, I spend too much time with a serious expression on my face, and it's bad for my health.
It's, you know, it ages you just a little bit. I can see you put a lot of work into your appearance in the past however many years since I saw you. Just frowning, it droops the face, so it's kind of bad for your health.
I'll let you return to your work.
No, we're not done pestering.
Anything, I'll be here.
We're not done pestering. Yes. There's more things. Templar life. Why the Templars leave? Tell me about your colleagues.
Why would Templars break away from the Chantry?
The Order believes the Chantry no longer supports their efforts. Not to the extent they should.
What changed?
But the Templars have served the Chantry for ages.
And in that time, they've come to take the Order's services for granted. Templars risk their lives against blood magic, demons, abominations, to feel as if those efforts are dismissed. I may disagree with the Order's actions. That I'm here is proof of that. But I sympathize with their frustrations.
Okay, tell me about Templar life.
I'd like to know more about the Templars.
If you need insight into what the Order is doing now, I'm afraid I can't offer more than you already know. Anything else, I will answer as best I can.
Just, you know, you lived in the circle. Okay, how are Templar trained? Why did you become a Templar?
Why did you join the Order?
I could think of no better calling than to protect those in need. I used to beg the Templars at our local Chantry to teach me. At first, they merely humored me. I must have shown promise, or at least a willingness to learn. The Knight Captain spoke to my parents on my behalf. They agreed to send me for training. I was 13 when I left home.
That is so young. 13?
13? That's still so young.
I wasn't the youngest there. Some children are promised to the Order at infancy. Still, I didn't take on full responsibilities until I was 18. The Order sees you trained and educated first.
What about your family? Did you miss them?
Of course. But there were many my age who felt the same. We learned to look out for one another.
What about where are they now? You met my family. Last episode, you went and met my family. When do I get to meet yours? Is there a major holiday coming up? I can make a really good green bean casserole. Parents find me delightful. What can I say? I'm a delight. What do Templars do?
Before coming here, my keeper suggested I avoid Templars. Do they do anything besides hunt mages?
Templars protect against the dangers of magic. Before the Order left the Chantry, that meant serving in a circle. They were also tasked with tracking apostates or fighting demons inevitably summoned by the weak or malicious.
What do you think about mages?
What do you think of mages? Are they all a threat?
I've seen the suffering magic can inflict. I've treated mages with distrust because of it, at times without cause. That was unworthy of me. I will try not to do so here. Not that I want mages moving through our base completely unchecked. We need safeguards in place to protect people, including mages, from possession at the least.
Progress. Oh my gosh. What was the circle
You've
like?
lived in the circle. What was a typical day for a Templar there?
What did you do at the circle?
Typical. The last time I was in a circle was right before it fell apart. Nothing was typical.
How did you meet the hero of Ferelden?
Certain rituals require a full guard. A mage's howling, for instance. I've attended a few. Most of the time, you merely maintain a presence, on patrol or in the circle, ready to respond if needed. Mages pretend to ignore that presence, but they're watching you just as closely.
Do you not speak to the mages? Yeah, I know you were watching someone closely. I know you attended the heroine of the hero of Ferelden.
They picked me as the Templar to strike the killing blow if you became an abomination. It's nothing personal, I swear.
Would you have done it? Would you have done it? I feel like that would be a fun fact. A really good 2 truths and a lie answer, honestly. You should talk about that.
Do Templars and mages never speak to each other?
Some do, but Templars are supposed to maintain a certain distance from their charges. If a mage is possessed or uses blood magic, you must act quickly, without hesitation. Your judgment cannot be clouded. Of course, ignoring one another does nothing to foster understanding.
Tell me about pacing the
What does Templar training involve?
There is weapon and combat training. Even without their abilities, Templars are among the best warriors in Thedas. Initiates must also memorize portions of the Chant of Light, study history, and improve their mental focus.
Did you enjoy your training?
I wanted to learn everything. If I was giving my life to this, I would be the best Templar I could.
You were a model student.
I wanted to be. I wasn't always successful. Watching a candle burn down while reciting the Chant of Transfigurations wasn't the most exciting task. I admit, my mind sometimes wandered.
To what?
Do Templars take vows? I swear to the Maker to watch all the mages. That sort of thing.
There's a vigil first. You're meant to be at peace during that time, but your life is about to change. When it's over, you give yourself to a life of service. That's when you're given a filter, your first draft of lyrium and its power. As Templars, we are not to seek wealth or acknowledgement. Our lives belong to the Maker and the path we have chosen.
Flirt. Please let this be flirt.
A life of service and sacrifice. Are Templars also expected to give up physical temptations?
Physical? Why... why would you...
I'm just curious.
That's not expected. Templars can marry.
Just
although
curious.
There are rules around it, and the Order
Just
must
really
grant
curious about
permission.
Templars.
Some may choose to give up more to prove their devotion, but it's not required.
This man knows no moment of peace when I am around. Not a moment of peace.
Have you?
Me? No. I've taken no such vows. Maker's breath. Can we speak of something else?
You're so precious. Getting all nervous. You know who also was nervous when I flirted with them? Alistair. Blonde men from Ferelden who get nervous in my presence. That's the type. That was all.
That's all I wanted to know.
I don't have anything else to talk to you about.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
I think we did have some more, but we might save some. See, Lena's like, can we please change the subject? No, I don't really have anything else I wanted to talk about. Actually, we have to call the council together, and Josephine is ready to chat. Let's see. Do we dare? Reading is for, we get points for reading, so. Andraste is my Bari! Ooh, I need a bark angel. I need a bark angel. I don't think we get a bark angel in this game. We need to go to the building and call together the war council. Oh, we're back. Hey guys. Hey guys.
It's good you've returned.
Whoa.
We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
My agents in the city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
At least we made contact. The Chantry's dealt with. Coin was worth the risk.
At least we know how to approach the mages and Templars now.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
Oh, we should find the Templars. We should meet the mages. We must choose soon.
Or you could stop bickering and make a decision.
I agree.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
You think it's a trap?
You think the invitation could be some kind of trap?
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
I have a
There
headache.
is one other matter.
Oh.
Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
What do you mean? You already told me that Basic disappeared and now the Ferelden Grey Wardens as well. Oh no! It sounds suspicious.
That does sound odd. I agree. The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
Yeah.
And if he can't, then there may be more going on than we thought.
Okay, I will go find Blackwall. I'll go find him. I will. Influence. Oh, quest completed. I think I did have something, though, from Josephine to do with it. Sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry to interrupt your lunch breaks. I wish I could just send a message and be like, Josephine, what you got for me? Special training. Secrets.
Chancellor Roderick came to speak with me. Could you try not to antagonize him?
If I offend the man so easily, perhaps he should try leaving me alone.
Okay. Connections. Oh. Okay, merchants will pay Inquisition 10% more. Oh, okay. Plus 50 XP for each codex entry unlocked. I should have been doing this. That seems good. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. For Weldon. Inquisition needs bees! 29 minutes. 23 minutes. Why is it shorter for Cullen? That's so why? Okay, I did not know how someone would come to this idea, but I can see the use, a larger area to search. You know what ruins a party? Bees! I know a man who teaches how to jar them safe but angry. Stingy, no good for honey, but great for throwing. He's somewhere south. Scribble a jar of bees, hitting someone in the face, also a butt. I love her. I love her. I love her. You know what? Go get you. Right. Cullen's gonna go get you some bees. Also a butt. Also a butt. Okay, great. Yeah, great. We got some gold. Except Cult of Andraste. Great. Oh, this is a short one. 12 minutes for Leliana, 15 for Cullen. Well,
let's see what we have.
Go ahead. Back. In progress. Let's see. We got more in Orlais. Completed connections. The Red Heart. Time 0. Busy with another mission. Josephine. Red Heart has arrived and can only be described as inspirational. I accept. Chantry remains. Busy. Mother Hero, okay. Royal Market had the desired effect to a point. Lord Seeker Lucius, as well as a divide in the opinions of the remaining Chantry clerics. There are, however, clerics still loudly denouncing the Herald of Andraste. Could leave them to their speeches, but dealing with them before the chanter elects a new divine could be a benefit.
Let
Josephine,
us begin.
I think you should do that. I think you should go and take care of that. I think that this is a good place to pause for the day. We went to Val Royeaux, which I'm glad we didn't wait for. I expected it to be like a whole area with more than just the Red Jenny stuff to really interact with, and it might be. I'm sure there's going to be more popping up there, but I'm glad that we didn't wait and that we went and did that today, because we now have Sarah, who is so funny and I like her a lot. Solus is not wearing shoes and he's not in the party for the time being. We might need some more magic. I might grow to hate the 2 bow rogues. That was a big thing for us in Dragon Age 2. Big reason that I didn't bring Sebastian out until like the very end when I didn't know who I could trust, you know? Next time, we might go try to find this Grey Warden, because the Grey Wardens of Ferelden are missing, this Blackwall. I think that he will be our, well, I say he, I guess it could be a lady. We will go try to find him next time. We've got Hinterlands, we've got Orlais, and I think we're in a good spot as of right now. If you guys made it to the end of the video though, thank you so very much for watching. If you've not done so already, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications so that you get alerted when new episodes of the playthrough go live. And if you want those just a little bit earlier than everybody else, consider becoming a channel member and scoring that perk. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Have a good one.